Marty's Garden is all about compost worms, composting, farming worms indoors and out, and growing some of the most awesome food around. You can learn how by clicking the subscribe button and hitting the bell so you don't miss any of my videos.
From world to the Marty's Garden Show.
Hey, and welcome to the Marty's Garden Show. I'm Marty Ware, the host from this show. And today I've got something different for you because I know we've always had all these worm farming videos coming up and stuff, right? Well, today it's sort of just an update slash what's coming up, what I'm doing to keep you all in tune, because if I didn't put a video out this week, people would be disappointed, including me, myself, for not getting the video out there to let you know what's going on. You see, I've been secretly working behind the scenes really hard to produce something for Marty's Garden to turn it into more of a profitable medium, right? So I've gone back to study screen media, which I nearly completed my certificate for. I'm actually stepping back into certificate 3 to learn podcasting and radio. This is going to be the possible units that I'm going to be covering. And then what I'm doing is I'm going to be looking at a newsletter that's going to be talking about all the different shows coming up. People are going to be interviewing, different videos, different types of content that's going off to the web and things. And I really want to work on this newsletter because it does concern me in times to come, like places like Facebook and all these different things. They change their rules. Now, it's pretty cool here on YouTube. I do really dig it. I think I might have been here over 8 years now. With over about 450 videos. Now, going right back, look, my videos were pretty bad, right? But they got the content out there, and people subscribe to the channel. I think we're close to 23,000 subscribers now as we speak. So we're only 100 or something off that, or maybe 200 off that. So time to celebrate that as well. And eventually, I knew it was time, but I'd have to actually face my fears because I'm not into writing. I've got a mild form of dyslexia. So writing is a real challenge for me. And I've stepped out and gone, you know what, I need to step out of that comfort zone and move into doing this because it's always been something that I wanted to do. Now, the beautiful thing about newsletters is, right, I can actually send these out with the content involved, what's coming up, anything that's going to be going on in the future in the show, and also like things like articles to help people grow better food, stuff about worm farming, and get content in from other people that they want to add to it. I think it could really go a long way. Now, it's still very, very early days for that, so I'm really just going to work on it slowly and get the best of it that I can. I have actually stepped out of my writing fear, and the ebook that I was talking about, The Beginner's Guide for Worm Farming, that is actually in a moderator's hand at the moment, and they're going over it, doing some editing and stuff like that. So that's not too far off. We just got to add the images, get the book up, and that will be out. And that's my first break into my writing challenge because I'm getting the help that I need to produce this content and get them out. So I've got this, like what they call evergreen content, stuff that's useful, stuff that's going to help me, my channel and my business grow, and that I can scale up over time. See, I was going to get into like doing lots of worms in the garage and things. You know what? I've got to be honest with you, running the show, studying and doing all that and being a full-time single dad, mission impossible. I would just have another breakdown. Basically, we don't really want that happening, do we? So what I'm recommending, guys, I'm going to leave a link down below to the page where you can sign up for the newsletter. Now, there is 173 people in there as of yesterday. I put a post out in Facebook and I picked up another 19 since last night. So we're in 180 something now, which is unreal. That means there's 180 something people that are subscribed to this newsletter that actually believe in what I've got to offer. So that really does humble me. Now, I know there's going to be a few people come and go and things like that, and because some people have come into the newsletter years ago, and I haven't really done much. I really let all those people down that signed up, into these things. And I do apologise for anyone that's in there that hasn't been receiving that newsletter, but I've got the first one out last night, and I'm going to work on publishing this and get something really, really cool out there. But I need some help from you guys. Would you like to see more than just worm farming in there? Would you like to see, what's coming up on the channel? Would you like to know maybe what's going on in other channels? Would you like to know stuff that I'm finding in the web? Would you like to see articles in there? Would you like to just, I'm an organic guy. I'm into organics, but I do step out of that zone because I see there's other areas where, like Mike Van Doozy, he's got a great channel and he does hydroponics, small stuff. And he grows heaps and heaps of food. And that is perfect for some people that are really, really time poor. And they're traveling a fair bit and they can leave their plants for 4 or 5 days and come back and they're more than likely still going to be alive. So that's better than not having a garden at all in my eyes. So check out Mike Van Doozy's channel if you're into possibly doing hydroponics. Would you like to see stuff from them? Or do you just want to see me grow the worm farming and keep covering the organics and maybe even more small space gardening stuff? Like we need to have 2 or 3 sections in there. Obviously my niche is the worm farming in the compost and the organic growing of things organically, and I'm going to be sticking with that, but maybe we step out a little bit and check out those other people. Let me know what you think down below in the comments box. And also don't forget that link down there, guys. It's going to take you straight to a landing page. Put your best email in there and I'm going to start producing it. I'm going to get it out at least once a week. It's just going to get slowly better and better all the time. And I'm going to tell you what's going on behind the scenes while I'm starting the screen media as well. Because I'm even looking into a podcast because that's the first unit that I'm doing. And that would be, you wouldn't find out much about this on the channel here. You would get it in the newsletter, what's coming up in the podcast, and maybe even a friend's podcast. Things like this. Anyway, I'm raving on way too long, but I just love you all. And I really want to hear from you down below, and I really want to see you at the newsletter. Don't forget the link down below. Have a great day, happy gardening, and we'll see you at the next video real soon. Bye for now.